we're gonna talk about two clauses. Before we discuss further, I would like to share these two pictures. The first picture is this one. So don't look at me. You're the driver. I don't know which road blank 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 to take. I've never been here before. Where is the blank blank one? Yes, it's I don't know which road we are supposed to take. But what kind of clause is it? Okay, all right. If I go to the second one, here there is a sentence. I read about a man who keeps chickens in his apartment. So the question is, what kind of clause is it? All right. If the first question you answer it with noun clause, you are correct. And this one is an adjective clause. But you know what? There are some kind of noun clauses and also adjective clauses. Now let's talk further so we can identify which part of a noun clause for the first sentence and which part of an adjective clause is the second picture. So noun clause here, noun clauses are dependent clauses that perform the same functions as regular nouns do. So if we talk about the position, so the function is pretty much same as a subject and also as an object. In terms of structures, there are 7 different nominal categories of noun clauses. The first one is nominal declarative clauses, nominal interrogative clauses, the second one. And the third one is nominal exclamative clauses, nominal to infinitive clauses, and the next is nominal in participle clauses. Next is nominal bare infinitive clauses, and the last one is nominal passive participle clauses. If we see here, nominal declarative clauses have subject. So if we look at the pattern, it can be like this: subject plus predicate, and we break down again, it becomes noun clause plus predicator plus subject complement. Okay, right. And the second one is adjective phrases complement. So we can see here the pattern: subject, predicator, and then adjective and adjective complement. And direct object is this one: subject, predicator, and then direct object. And for subject complement is subject, predicator, and subject complement. And here is the appositive. So appositive is subject, noun clause, or subject appositive. Appositive is the noun clause and predicate. And for noun phrase complement is noun phrase as a subject and then predicate. For noun phrase, if we break down, is noun phrase plus noun phrase complement. I would like to further share. I'm gonna share our module. So we're going to talk further about the other noun clauses here. Phrase complement. The reason why I came here is you. So the reason is for the noun phrase and noun phrase complement after it, like why I came here is you. And for the prepositional complement is subject and predicate. Inside it is subject, predicator, and subject complement. Like, we are happy. About, that's part of the preposition, what we accomplished last year. And the second one is nominal yes-no subclauses. So if we see the breakdown pattern is here, like whether Sanchez will leave Arsenal remains unclear. This is for the subject. So it's in the beginning, the noun clause. And this is the adjective phrase complement. It describes the adjective like it is unclear whether or if Sanchez will leave Arsenal. So there is subject and then predicator. After predicator is adjective phrase, and it is broken down into adjective phrase plus adjective phrase complement. And next is subject complement. If we see here, the pattern is, this question is whether. So subject, predicate, inside the predicate is predicator and the subject complement, the subordinator, and then subject and predicate. This question is whether Alexis Sanchez will leave Arsenal. And for the prepositional complement, it describes preposition after it, like subject, predicator, I'm concerned, adjective phrase, prepositions about, and then is the prepositional complement, whether I can pass the exam. And for the appositive, we can see here is the decisions, and then appositive, whether our boss will resign, and then predicate will be announced soon. Or next is noun phrase complement, like here the subject predicate, but if we break down like the decision and then noun phrase complement, whether our boss will resign will be announced soon. And for direct object, one here is subject, predicator, and after that is indirect object, and it goes to direct object for the noun clause. Like she asked me whether or if our boss will resign. Now we go to the next one, which is nominal exclamative subordinate clauses. So there are also several here. Like first is adjective phrase complement, like with here is subject, and then predicator, and then subject complement. Inside the subject complement is adjective phrase, jaw dropping, and then how dirty his shirt is. So this one is the subject complement, how dirty. And here next is the other example, like I remember what a wonderful time I had at your party. So yeah, this is the direct object. What a wonderful time. I remember what a wonderful time. And here for the prepositional complement, describe the prepositions like I am amazed at how fast. This is the subject preposition, subject complement, how fast she has grown up. Okay, now we go to the fourth one, nominal to infinitive subordinate clauses. We still have three noun clauses to go. So here is subject. For the subject, so the noun clause as a subject and then predicate, like to see you here. So because it is a to infinitive, so to see you here is nice. And then for adjective phrase complement, so it describes after adjective phrase, like it is nice to see you here. And for subject complement for this, like my desire is the subject complement, the noun clause, to stay at home. And the direct object is I like the direct object to stay at home. And then a positive is desire. Positive to stay at home is understandable. And noun phrase complement is noun phrase complement. His desire to stay at home is understandable. And for object complement, yes, after the direct object, I want you to stay at home. Now we go to the fifth, which is nominal imparticiple subordinate clauses. So the first one is subject. So as we see here, swimming in the morning is the subject, and it makes me hungry. So this is swimming for pink. And the direct object, I don't enjoy direct object, swimming in the morning. And the object of complement is I saw you. And then the object of complement, swimming in the morning. And for subject complement, this one, my first job was teaching English. This is the subject complement, teaching English after predicator was. And the adjective phrase complement, it goes after adjective phrase, like it is nice, and after that is noun clause, meeting you. And for the appositive is subject, and then appositive, my first job teaching English, and after that the predicate, did not earn a living. And for the prepositional complement is you did not earn a living. Then preposition from teaching English. the noun clause. We go to the next one. Nominal bare infinitive subordinate clause. So we have also subject complement. What I did was just watch TV. What I did was just watch TV. Yeah. So noun clause is what I did, and then was just watch TV. And for the object complement, like I helped the student, and then the object complement do their homework yesterday. And this is the last one, is nominal passive participle subordinate clauses. So if we see the pattern here, subject and then predicate. Inside the predicate is predicator. I had direct object, my motorbike, and here is the passive repaired yesterday. Kind of noun clause is it? Like I don't know which road we are supposed to take. So I guess you know the answer, right? It is obvious that a interrogative subordinate clauses, which is nominal WH subclauses. Syntactic functions, there are 7 different also nominal categories of noun clauses. So first is nominal declarative clauses, nominal interrogative clauses, and nominal exclamative clauses, nominal to infinitive clauses, nominal ing participle clauses, nominal bare infinitive clauses, and also nominal passive participle clauses. And here is the conclusion. So noun clause have syntactic function and also structure. For syntactic function is nominal functions, and then for structure it breaks down into 2, finitive and non-finitive. For finitive is that clause, interrogative subclause, and then also exclamative subclause. For non-finitive is 2 infinitive subclause, bare infinitive, ing participle, and also passive participle subclause. Okay, that's it about noun clause. Now we go to adjective clause. So adjective clauses are dependent clauses that modify noun or pronouns. That's pretty much same like what we usually see, right, as an adjective. So identify or modify nouns or pronouns. So an adjective clause has asol syntactic functions, as I said before, which is a noun phrase post modifier. And in terms of semantic, adjective clauses are divided here into restrictive modifications. For example, like this one, driver who exceed the speed limit are reckless. So this is restrictive. And for non-restrictive modification, for example, like this, Krakatoa, which is a Java volcano, exploded in 1883. Okay, and here adjective clause in terms of structure, adjective clauses fall into three general categories. So the first one is finitive adjective clause, and then non-finitive adjective clause, or also here verbless adjective clause. I would like to share so we can talk further about adjective clauses. So, finitive adjective clause, this one, if we see the pattern, like I don't know the man who sent this letter. So as we see here, finitive adjective clauses are subordinate clauses introduced by the relative pronouns who, whom, whose, which, and that. Those are finitive adjective clauses. And they are also called relative clauses or finitive. And for relative clauses, there are two parts, like restrictive versus non-restrictive modification. And then also the choice of relative pronouns. Relative pronouns in restrictive adjective clause, as we see here, this is as a subject. If we break down, is driver who that exceeds the speed limit or reckless. So noun phrase, and then post modifier, and then after that predicate. And for this one, like they didn't provide the data, and then after that post modifier, noun phrase is the data, post modifier like which show students' responses. And for the object, this one here, that's the teacher, the noun phrase, and then post modifier, whom most students admire. And this is the other one, like the book, and then the book is the noun phrase, and then post modifier, the book which Asap wrote will be published soon. And for the prepositional complement is I met a girl with whom I used to work. So this is prepositional complement. So the prepositions. So that is relative pronoun. And this one here, also prepositions. The school is not far from post modifier, from noun phrase first, the house in which we live. And determinative possessive here is India grants divorce to a man whose wife won't live with in-laws. Okay, next is relative pronouns in non-restrictive clause. The other one is subject, object, and then prepositional complement, and then determinative possessive. So we can see here the difference between restrictive, non-restrictive. So next we go to non-finitive adjective clause. Non-finitive adjective clause, there are several things here. The first one, adjective following participle subordinate clause. So the girl sitting in the corner is my sister. Or adjectival passive participle subordinate clause. Like the book written by Asap will be published soon. And adjectival to infinitive clause. Also here. And non-restrictive modification by non-finitive clauses. There are some examples here. And the last one is verb-less adjective clauses. So there is no verb. Like I am always fond of a room full colors. Okay, for the conclusion, we can see here. Adjective clause is there are three-part syntactic function. It's noun, phrase, post modification, and then semantic function is restrictive modification and non-restrictive modification. And for the structure, there is finitive, which is relative clause, and then non-finitive, in participle clause, subclause, and passive participle, and also to infinitive subclause. And the last one is the verbless. So if we go back to this picture, so what kind of adjective clause here? All right, about a man. About a man. Yeah, for sure, this one here is, so this is infinitive adjective clauses and restrictive. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.